Welcome to our fourth day of Christmas today. 5 gold rings. We're going to need a block, so get yourself a block, come up onto your knees and separate your feet. We're going to stretch into the thighs because gold rings, we're going to make some rings, we're going to make some circles, we're going to do some back bends, okay? So take a seat, lift and widen your upholstery, you'll start to feel a stretch along the top of your thighs. So reach around, take your fingers on the top of your knees and drag your leggings and your flesh back a little bit to help release off any tension there. Make sure your toes are nicely spread. Take a full breath into your side body and let's start with a couple of shoulder rotations and join in with some wrist rotations, kind of snake it around, have a bit of fun with it. Move these joints, go in the other directions. So move the joints, now join in with the elbows like your spaghetti man, okay? And just get a bit of playful and fun. We don't always have to take our yoga quite so seriously, do we? Okay, inhale into the side body, reach your arms back, your shoulders back, reach around behind you and let's puff out the chest like we did with our calling birds. We're going to take some of the poses in slightly different order today to make sure you're nice and warm. Puff out your chest, lift your hands a little bit more away from your bottom if you can, and then swing your knuckles more around to your left and turn your head to the right. Keep smiling so there's no tension in the back of your neck. It's Christmas after all. Then back to center, lift your chest and heart again. Take your knuckles more off to the right and turn your head to the left. See if you can lift the hands a little bit more, warming it all up. And then back to center, release. Bring your arms out to the side, a couple of circles there, then sweep your right arm up. See if you can bring it behind your head, opening up from your elbow to the armpit, right down to the hip here. So inhale, breathe up into the armpit and breathe up. See if you can take your elbow a little bit higher, reach it up towards the ceiling as you find length in that side there. Making sure we don't stick the ribs up too far. Beautiful. And then unravel that arm, bring the right arm, your left arm behind you. My hat's getting in the way. My elf hat is in the way. So from your hip to the armpit, and right up into the elbow, see if you can extend up, get lovely and tall into the side body. Okay, and then release both hands up, stretch, interlink your fingers, release your index finger, and again from the both side bodies now, reach up, stretch up, smile, take your head back, awesome, and then again bring the arms out like a cactus, couple more circles here. Really opening up the shoulders and the side body, and then release your hands down. Take a lovely deep breath in as you welcome yourself to the mat and the practice this morning. Well done for turning up and even in the Christmas holidays having some yoga fun. Namaste. Well done. Come onto all fours now. As you come up off your block, you might feel the blood flow back to your knees. You can take your block off to the side, spread your hands and take a moment to cat-cow your back. Come up onto your fingertips, walk your knees back, and I want you to imagine that you've been tickled up into the armpit here. So lift, and as you walk your bum back, soften your heart and your face down in between. So there's a lift in the armpits, there's no collapse there. This is an active stretch, so especially if you're bendy, don't just collapse here. And push your hands down and forward in order to lift your booty up and backwards, like you're being stretched in 2 opposite directions. Okay, take one more breath. So as I say, we're going to mix up the poses today a little bit. Take them in slightly different order to ensure your safety. Come on to all fours. All right, and then down to your tummy. Claw the mat. point your toes. Take a lovely inhale into that side body. You can take your elbows a bit wider to feel it. Take the shoulders back and then snake up to cobra. Imagine someone's pulling you back by the ears and pull your whole skull back. So don't just throw the head back. Take one more breath here. And we're going to start with some calling birds and French hens. So lower your chest. Start with the French hens. Bend your left leg towards your bottom. Reach around for it. You can come up on your right elbow. And then remembering the hand position, we can either use a strap here and just pull on this foot, or flip your hands so your fingers face down the knee, or flip it all the way around for full frog. Take one more breath. Lovely. And then release that down. Pause as we do the other side. So bend your right leg towards your booty. Take hold of it. Remember, ankle, fingers down to the knee, or maybe you can flip the hand there, opening up into the front of the thigh. Take one more breath and then release that down. Well done. Place your hands again. Take another full breath, and those thighs where you've been stretching, hollow the groins up a little bit, like you've been poked into the top of the thigh. Inhale, snake up for cobra again. That might take you a little bit higher. All right. And then come back onto all fours. Tuck your toes, downward facing dog. So bend your knees a lot to feel that pelvic tilt. And imagine now you spread your toes. You're going to lift from the outer edges of your feet. So these outer edges, imagine you're drawing up to the knees and the hips. So get active on the outer edges. Also on the inner edges of your feet. Draw up to the inner knees and right up into your groin. So the whole leg, it's like you're pulling up from your feet right up into the hips and groins. Take one more breath here. Super. And then come down to your knees. You're going to take this yoga block across the mat here, and we're going to be putting it into our shoulder blades. Okay, so place the flat of your shoulder blades on the block to start with. So allow it to dig in a little bit. Take your feet wide. Take again full breath into the side body. Take your shoulders back. If this causes you strain in the neck, you could put another cushion underneath your head. Interlink your fingers. Take a breath. Draw the shoulders back and lean back over your block. Don't be disturbed if you get a few pops and crackles coming out of your back. Just a gentle way. Let your elbows open for the moment. And then as you inhale, bring the elbows up to the ceiling, and imagine someone's pushed you on the elbow joints, and it pushes and it draws your shoulders back into the socket. Feel your shoulder blades down on your block. Take one more breath here. And then release the hands, bring them around the side and come up to a seat. Now I want you to bring the block a bit lower. Okay, so the block now actually is below your shoulder blades. So all of this up is going to be on the floor. So it's actually more in the small of your back. So just the tips of your shoulder blades will be touching the edge of that block. Okay, and this is going to be a reminder for you to not lift the shoulder blades up. Don't hunch them to your ears. So again, bring the hands behind your head. Take a full breath. Shoulders, you can let the elbows go out wide to feel it a bit more, and then draw your shoulder blades down away from your ears, like you're trying to press it down into the edge of that block. You can let that go and then feel it again. Draw the shoulder blades down. That's going to open up your upper back quite a lot. Take a lovely full breath. And this is what I want you to feel in a moment in bridge pose. Well done. Lift the elbows, Plug the arm bones back. And then release your hands, bring them around to the side of the mat and use your mat as a helper to bring you up. Pop the block to the side, okay, and then lie down on your back again. So although we don't have the block there, we have the memory of the block. Grab your mat, take a breath, shoulders back, and draw the shoulder blades down your mat, down the back, as if there were a block there, to draw them away from your ears. Press your feet into the mat, and evenly from the little toe edges and from the big toe edges of your feet, lift your toes and draw the energy up your legs, lift your pelvic floor, and start to lift your hips. Walk the shoulders in. And as you lift your heart, still keep drawing your shoulder blades down your back as if a block was there to keep them from hunching. You want to get tense in the neck. This pose creates a circle, a ring, 5 gold rings. We can create the same shape. Keep lifting, everyone. From the inner edges of your feet, the outer edges of your feet, hold up. And then exhale, lower your way down and pause. And we're going to take the same shape onto our tummy. So flip over onto your tummy as we create our 5 gold rings. Okay, so bend your feet towards you, reach around for the tops of your feet. Take a full breath in, shoulders back, kick up, go up, all the way up. Put some energy into your feet, lift your knees off the mat. Draw the shoulder blades down your back as if there was a block there. Lift up, lift up, lift up. 5 gold rings. And then release your way down. Release the tops of your feet. Bring your hands underneath your forehead. Take a couple of lovely deep breaths. 5 gold rings. Let's go back to calling birds. Downward facing dog. Take your right leg to pigeon pose or calling bird pose. Click the toenails down. Make sure the left foot is right behind the left hip. Work it back. Inhale. Take a full breath in. You can release the hands back. You could interlink your hands. 5 calling birds. And we can combine it today with the turtle dove. All right, so release the hands. And we can pull in for a turtle dove here in the back leg. You could skip this because we did do a turtle dove earlier. Okay, and then release that off. Well done. Downward facing dog. Other side. Left leg for your calling birds. Lift your chest. Snake everything up. Either take your wings back but puff up through the chest. And even here, imagine there was that block there and draw your shoulder blades down onto the block. Maybe interlink the fingers. And if you'd like to, you can add in that thigh stretch, our turtle dove stretch. Really nice. And then release that off. Come to downward facing dog. One more time. Pedal it out. As we come up, walk your way up. Inhale, come all the way up to standing. Exhale, hands to your heart center. Exhale, release your hands. Well done. So coming in now for our turtle doves and partridges in a pear tree. Sit back into your legs, thigh bones go back. Okay, pick up the left leg, deep inner spiral there as you wrap it over. Keep the supporting leg bent as you wrap it in. Remember all those different varieties we did on the second day. Exhale, bring your left arm underneath, wrap it around. Lift your elbows, draw the hands away from your head. Really good work. And we'll see if we can blend the 2 poses today, okay? So unravel your turtle dove wings. Keep the supporting legs still bent as you unravel your left leg, reach round, and with this leg bent, see if you can bring this right into your thigh or a bit higher up. And then from the pelvis, push down the very bones of your legs. The muscles stay toned, but feel the energy push down the bones, out the left knee, and then reach and stretch up, turtle doves. Maybe flap your wings. They should feel lovely after those back bends. And smile, partridge in a pear tree. And then release your way down. Okay, other side. So sit into the legs. Pick up your right leg, deep inner spiral of the groin. Wrap it over. Keep this supporting leg bent as you wrap it in. Inhale, reach your wings. Right arm weaves under left. So we start with our eagle, turtle doves variation. And then unravel your wings. Superb. Keep your supporting leg, your left leg bent as you pick up the right leg. Reach around and work it into the inner groin. So take your time to do it. Push in, squeeze back. So that's muscular energy. I want you to keep all of that as you straighten your leg. And then from your pelvis, organic energy down the bones of you. Out and up. Puff out your chest. Remember those calling birds? Here we are, turtle doves and a partridge in a pear tree. Well done. And then release your leg. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart center. Well done. 5 gold rings. See you tomorrow.